the value in monogamy? Well, we're going to find out in just a second. I'm Jennifer Sinasti. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by sex and relationship columnist Dorothy Black, and she's going to tell us her stance on monogamy. Dorothy, I'm interested to hear this.
I think monogamy is not for everyone. Mm-hmm. I think some people are into open relationships, into polyamory, monogamy. The problem is that nobody thinks about it.
Well,
We've accepted the norm.
Right. Everybody thinks monogamy is normal.
And the right way.
Right. And everything else is not normal and different and taboo.
And like alternative, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in like an alternative lifestyle or a right lifestyle. I think we just haven't made conscious decisions about what we want to be.
Yeah.
And so I think some people are naturally geared towards monogamy. I think others might be more geared towards open relationships. Others might be more geared towards polyamory. But we've never asked ourselves the question. We've just accepted that monogamy is the norm. And if we veer away from that, then we're alternative. And I think a lot of people try and justify their stance as being the best, the most, fantastic, excellent truth.
Yeah.
Whereas, it's not a one-size-fits-all. And I think that a lot of people who are serial cheaters, like people who have a lot of affairs, I'm starting to wonder if it's just simply that they're not in the right relationship model, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about relationship models and the fact that not every not the monogamy relationship model fits for everyone.
How do you figure out what relationship model is for you?
God, I mean, how do you figure out, whether you prefer pasta or red wine? I think it just takes time. You try it, and also it takes time. I think people will have a natural feel towards what interests them, but we're usually quite scared. I think people might feel that monogamy really isn't for me. I'm not like a one-person kind of gal or guy or whatever. But we've been so conditioned to believe that there is a right way, that anything that veers from that is the wrong way, and so people hesitate to think about other relationship models because then they're going to be wrong, then they're going to be other, then they're going to be weird. They might even be ostracized from their family, from their friends. People might look at them weird. And so the very first step that you should be taking to find out what your deal is with each relationship model is one that we're too scared to take. What do I want? What is good for me? What am I curious about?
And not what does everyone else want, or what does my partner want?
Right. Not what does my partner want. I think that there's a lot of problems come in with incongruency. Like one person might be into monogamy. They might want the safety of it. They might want, and there's a lot of great things about monogamy, just like there are many great points in every other relationship model. But then the person that they're going out with actually is more geared for a polyamorous setup, or they want open relationships. And then I think we start looking at is there sexual monogamy and emotional monogamy? Are they two different things?
I want to talk about those in just a second.
Right.
But what if I'm in a relationship and it's a monogamous relationship and I want to kind of explore other things? I think maybe I'm not a monogamous person.
Right.
What do I do and how do I approach my partner?
Right. Well, I think there are loads of long-term relationships that I know of, anecdotally at least, that kind of hit that time. So they've been together for 10, 15 years. They want to stay together. They love each other. It works for them. But sexually, especially sexually, they want to start exploring elsewhere. And a really good place for me to start, for what I tell people, is usually to start with playing with the idea of playing with other people. So playing with the idea means we start talking about it. And you start talking about it, if you're the one that's initiating it, very slowly, with a lot of care and compassion. Hopefully, you would have been talking about that throughout your entire relationship, that you've always had a very open, communicative, ball by ball kind of relationship with each other. What usually happens is that partners try and jump this on their other half. So they sit on the idea
forever,
and then suddenly go, so I was thinking about a relationship or a threesome, and I really want to do a threesome, and I've been thinking about this one guy or girl. What do you think? And then the partner obviously freaks out, because then how long have they been thinking about it? Are they emotionally involved with this other person? Are they not satisfied? The big thing people want to know is are you not satisfied with our current situation? And not being satisfied doesn't mean there's something wrong. It just means that something needs to change, and that's okay too. So you both have to be quite emotionally mature. You both have to be quite open to change, and open to having the conversations. And it can be as simple as I was thinking about we try something like this because I'm starting to become curious about so and so and so and so. And so you start with the conversation. But you have to have had that conversation with yourself, and hopefully you would have had those conversations with your partner
Right.
throughout your relationship.